Tonight's headlines: Sinovac coronavirus vaccine set to arrive Sunday. Rody on EDSA anniversary, protect democracy and human rights. Duterte eyes to get Sinopharm vaccine. AFP imposes mandatory vaccination to personnel. Senate House to probe PDEA PMP misencounter. 2,000 new COVID-19 cases reported. Vivoree slams body shaming by its Showtime host. Good evening. Today is Thursday, February 25, 2021. I am Miguel Patagon and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the stories for this evening. The Philippine government expects the arrival of 600,000 vaccine doses from China's Sinovac BioNTech on Sunday, Malacanang announced Thursday. But it cannot be rolled out yet pending an official recommendation on its use. Presidential spokesperson Secretary Harry Roque excitedly told the public that the vaccine donated by Beijing, of which 100,000 doses are reserved for military troops, will be delivered to the country over the weekend. The arrival ceremony will be held at the Villamor Air Base in Pasay City. President Rodrigo Duterte wants to personally welcome the first COVID-19 vaccines that will arrive in the Philippines to show his debt of gratitude to Chinese government, Roque earlier said. The DOH, however, said the vaccine cannot be administered yet since specific details as to the allocation and subsequent rollout of the doses are still being evaluated by the National Immunization Technical Advisory Group. President Rodrigo Duterte said the 1986 EDSA revolution should inspire the nation to safeguard democratic institutions, Filipino values, and human rights. Duterte made the call on Thursday as he commemorated the 35th anniversary of the historic event that toppled the 20-year rule of late dictator Ferdinand Marcos Sr. The chief executive also called for unity in building a legacy for the next generation. He also acknowledged the sacrifices made by millions of Filipinos who gathered along EDSA in 1986, as well as the valiant heroes of the time, to put an end to Marcos' dictatorship. The peaceful uprising was recognized worldwide as it led to the ouster of strongman Marcos. President Rodrigo Duterte's office is studying whether he could receive a coronavirus vaccine developed by China's Sinopharm through a compassionate use license, Malacanang said Thursday. Presidential spokesperson Secretary Harry Roque said the Office of the President's Legal Office is currently studying if Duterte could be included in the compassionate use license granted by the Food and Drug Administration to the Presidential Security Group. FDA has recently issued a compassionate use license to Duterte's security detail, allowing them to legally acquire 10,000 doses through a one-time importation for future use. Duterte prefers to get inoculated with COVID-19's vaccine from Sinopharm. However, the Chinese drug maker has yet to secure an emergency use authorization from the FDA. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
that's it. Never thought self-service can be this slick. Modify plans in a snap, walang hirap. It's a wrap, just tap the app. Now you can check, view, subscribe, renew. Help and support for you. Out with the Ring apps are the in thing. You know what to do. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Self-service and easy to use. Mas okay tayo dyan. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Instant response, no hold time pa, wala nang hintayan. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan. Download the Globe One and Globe at Home apps from Google Play Store and Apple App Store now. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
Magsha-shopping na lang ako!
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Hello, can I get the following? One pink chair, bed sheets, na pink yung soft ha, tapos slide, size 8, pajamas na blue. Oh, don't forget my...
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Wait lang, okay ba yan?
Anything at the SM store, ma'am.
Call to deliver. Call.
Kuya, pwede rin ba ako magpa-deliver sa ate ko sa Taguig, tapos sa friend ko sa Davao, tsaka sa... can't say ko sa Lipa. Okay ba yan?
Kahit saan po, pwede kami
Call
mag-deliver.
to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Call na rin kayo.
Call to deliver.
Iba ng panahon, ang dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Buti ang bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy it sa centers, pati sa mga parties, may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still don't remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anumang pera transaction, you can buy it all. Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayan.
The armed forces on the Philippines on Thursday said all its personnel must get inoculated with anti-COVID-19 vaccines, though they will be allowed to choose which brand to receive. AFP Chief General Cirilato Sobejana ordered the mandatory vaccination or else face sanctions, military spokesman Major Edgar Arevalo said. The order came even as the military has yet to ascertain where its vaccine supply will be coming from, though Arevalo admitted that donated jabs from Chinese pharmaceutical firm Sinovac are the current default. Uniformed personnel who will be choosing other brands will need to pay for their own vaccines. The Senate next week is set to launch an investigation on the misencounter between members of the Philippine National Police and the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa said on Thursday. De la Rosa, chair of the Senate Public Order and Dangerous Drugs Committee, said he will open the probe on Tuesday, March 2. Meanwhile, Quezon City Representative Precious Hipolito Castello has filed a resolution calling for an investigation into the incident and to assess the adequacy or inadequacy of the Republic Act No. 9165 or the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. Two Quezon City Police District Special Operations Unit, a PDEA agent, and a PDEA asset were Wednesday night after the two groups figured in the shootout during a buy-bust operation in Quezon City. The Department of Health recorded 2,269 new positive coronavirus cases, which pushed the country's total tally to 568,680. This is the second highest recorded number of new infections in a single day this year. 72 new deaths were reported, bringing the total number of fatalities to 12,201. A total of 738 new recoveries were recorded. There are now a total of 524,042 recoveries in the country. We'll pause for a short break. Stay with us.
Araneta City, home to the country's first indoor shopping mall, the world's original Thrilla, and the first ever Bini Bini pageant. Now a place for your first win, your first catch, your first home, your first big break, your first date, and even your first love. Araneta City, the city of firsts.
Ang Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators o POGO ay isang legitimate business entity na nagbibigay serbisyo sa offshore gaming para lamang sa mga manlalarong nasa abroad sa pamamagitan ng internet. Ang mga serbisyong handog nito ay katulad ng casino games at sports betting na pwedeng laruin kahit wala sa casino. Sa Pilipinas, walang POGO operators. Tanging POGO service providers lamang dahil nagaganap ang mga laro sa labas ng bansa.
In showbiz, Hello Stranger star Vivoree Estelito is not letting its Showtime host mock her hairy attributes. The Pinoy Big Brother alumna trended on Twitter alongside the topic of body shaming after the variety show's host laughed at a hide-and-sing hairy contestant. In the video that circulated online, jokes immediately declared that the contestant is Vivoree despite seeing only the hairy leg. Vivoree immediately took her frustrations to Instagram, and netizens stood the same ground with the actress through tweets condemning the host's behavior. That wraps up the stories tonight. Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis. And in line with this, the Daily Tribune Digital Edition is on Press Reader, now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber, Katribu, to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Starcito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the sticker store on Viber and search for Katribu. Before we go, I would like to thank the SM Store and the Araneta City for their continued support. Again, this is Miguel Pautagon, and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Sir, ba't kailangan pang pumunta sa bangko?
Why not get a UB app so you can do all these without going to the bank? Bank the way you live. Union Bank.